Hello everybody, so today I'm going to be showing you how I pack my Moment Rugged Sling. It's the 10-liter version for my FX3 when I'm on the go and I want to do some filmmaking, maybe on my bike or I am hiking, things like that. This is how I pack it, and as you can see, I'm able to hold a lot of gear, which is amazing. Everyone knows that the top handle for the FX3 is one of the most weirdly shaped pieces of gear that you will have to carry with you, but it is absolutely amazing. And for the kind of storytelling work I do, I often do interviews and stuff, so I definitely want to have some solid audio with me at all times. So I pair that with my Rode NTG 5, obviously FX3 body. I have a 16-35 power zoom, Sigma 24-70. I carry this really small, also electronically hot shoe powered Sony mic. I was gifted this. It absolutely crushes the game and I love using it. And then 2 batteries. I also carry along a Fuji X100V. This is my go-to BTS camera and just getting shots of the day. I bring a 6-9 variable ND filter, a 2-5 variable ND filter. It's on here. A small rig multi-tool. This is incredible. Saved the day multiple times. And then I also bring a Peak Design just the really small strap, and that way I can switch between my FX3 if I'm doing some handheld stuff, I want extra security. Also the Fuji X100V. Anyways, I was super surprised. I took all this gear on a shoot just this weekend and I was able to carry it all in here. Let's go ahead and pack this. I'll show you kind of how I did it and how I designed the interior and where I put things. So I'm gonna bring you guys over top so you can actually see the inside of the bag and how we're gonna fit all of this into this. Let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna say this now. This is going to be quite a crammed fit, but this is what I always run into when I'm traveling and I want to be able to bring all of my gear on the go, but I want a bag that's small enough that it doesn't just like take over everything. So what I do is basically with this shelf, I put the FX3 and whatever lens, it doesn't matter if it's the 24-70 or this one, they both fit. I go ahead and put it under this shelf. And that, you'll see why we'll do that. Then I have the 24-70. I slide that into this side pouch, which looks a lot smaller than it is. It fits snugly and holds it in there with no problem. So then I'm gonna go ahead and place my X100V right in here, which is what this little slot in between the main camera and my second lens is for. It's for that camera. It probably could even go sideways, which, yeah, we're gonna put it that way because that's gonna help us get our weirdly shaped top handle in. But before we do that, this tiny guy can go here next to your lens, just like that, slips right in there. And then we'll go ahead and place our extra ND filter on the back of this. There's a nice panel back here. I usually bring this, it's just like a nice cloth that I will place on top of my camera as a way to protect it from getting scratched by this top handle, which I've put a metal extension on. And so I'll usually just place that about here. And then just double check it's gonna close. This being such an odd shape, you end up just having to kind of find like where it fits best. And that's usually the best, is where it can kind of go down like that. And then the 2 batteries, of course, go in this top pouch. There's actually slots for each one. There's also this, my small rig tool, I'll put in this tiny slot. And then the Peak Design strap, I usually end up placing back here. And then honestly, when I'm on a shoot, I'll pull it out and put it in my pocket so that it's super accessible. And then we've got our mic, and I'll go ahead and place that last, which goes here. And again, you can kind of just figure out which way works best. It's pretty full to the top, but it closes rather nicely. So I'll just zip that shut like so. And then we've got our setup just like that. On this front pocket, I like to keep on the keychain, I'll end up putting my car key there, but I also keep a wipe so that I can make sure all my lenses are clean and everything. And then also I'll usually keep just random things, personal goods like chapstick and an ID and stuff like that. I'm honestly super impressed with how much this bag can hold. And it's amazing because I can go on a hike and every single piece of my equipment can be inside of this bag for if rain hits or anything like that. It's also amazing for if I'm on my bike and I don't want to have to worry about any of my gear flying around on my back. I'm able to close this up, zip it up, throw it over my back, and then use the stabilization clasp here to make sure that it's extra stable on my back and held in place and it doesn't swing forward. I saw a ton of success with it yesterday, so really happy. Just want to show you guys how I load it with the FX3. I haven't seen anybody use it for the FX3, so I want to show you kind of a practical packing for it. And I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. Peace.